save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the wideout in motion. Brady now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. 10 yards to go on third. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
Here's the option going right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. 5 yards to gain here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They run with Ajayi. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And over the middle, this is Parker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is Ajayi. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's the option going right. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Ajayi. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Ajayi, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now it's Tannehill, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect him to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up.
Now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Let's go. Bring out heat to it. Alpha. Alert. Slam.
Brady now on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, They're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Wait. 20. 35. Shit.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They try again with Lewis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Brady, and this is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Pick up there at 22. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, Tannehill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To the air again, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Completes it to Marcel Reese. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. It's caught. Stills, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers that tell the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Now Brady throwing on second down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, at his 3rd and short. Third down and 3.
Easy.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Brady to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
And now out come the Patriots. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll come out in the pistol. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. From the gun, here's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. From the red zone now, Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got him. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Encroachment, defense.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Again, Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now at the 2-minute warning, partner, we've got a new ball game all even.
Officially now, this one is going down to the wire.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brady to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Holding offense.
And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Back to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down now following the completed pass. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Look at the time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline?
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Everyone come forward. 4 down. Watch 12. 20. 20. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.